Hello, it is Social Media Saturday, July 25th, 2021. Steve Sipress here, and I wanted to come out in the front of our home and record this while you can see that here in normally way too hot and way too sunny southern Arizona, we have been experiencing quite an active monsoon season, and we've had plenty of days of complete cloud cover and tons of rain, which we need. And where here we are up in the mountains, you can see across the street, the very tops of the mountains covered by the rain clouds. I thought that'd just be cool to see in the background so you don't have to stare at my bald head. You can see the interesting view behind me if you can, and the iPhone doesn't often catch it. And we got a few drops falling here. So let's get to the point, and we'll make it quick. If you follow me at all, you know I am fond, and I'm not the only one who's going to constantly remind you as a business owner, never to keep all your eggs in one basket as regards to your advertising and marketing and sales efforts of your business. I know too many people through the years that, did all the work to get their website to rank number one on Google for whatever key search terms, and they were practically printing money. Always coming up number one when people search for the plumber in their town or a certain item. They always came up to their sales page and they were just printing money, loving life, and then suddenly came along what's called the Google slap, where Google changes its algorithm, as it does supposedly. They keep it all secret, but it's supposedly changing every day or every week, or there's always minor changes. But once in a while they come up with one of these major changes that they usually name after some kind of an animal, like the panda or the this or the whatever update, and slap all kinds of websites that were way up at the top of the rankings now either are way back buried on page 3 or 5 or 10 or can't be found at all, and suddenly all that revenue just dries up, and the business is sitting there now. They've scaled up with all these employees and all this equipment and all these supplies, and the sales just stop instantly and go away. That's the mistake of having all the eggs in one basket when it comes to advertising and marketing. Same thing if you are right now. Look at what big tech and big government are teaming up to do. They are squelching all kinds of free speech. Who says somebody can't say whatever they feel about whether somebody should take a certain drug or not, or whether somebody should go skydiving or not, or do anything that is dangerous? Or if I want to come out and say, I don't know, well, I won't say it in this video, I just realized, because now the video will get censored and shut off. So I'm just saying, if I come out with something that big government doesn't believe in, big government is now teaming up. Believe it or not, no one could have believed this years ago other than George Orwell when he wrote 1984 and said, it's not that we'll let this happen. It is just going to happen whether you like it or not. And here it is. Big government is teaming up with big tech to stop people from just speaking their mind, which a lot of times is actually the truth, but the government doesn't like that because, of course, people in power don't like when the truth goes against what they say, right? So now that, sure, you can still, I guess, go out and you can say it on a phone call. I don't see that like AT&T is coming in to shut off my call if I say something that the government doesn't like. But maybe that's happening soon. There was some word that, hey, the government is looking into ways to censor text messages now for what they call misinformation. Definition just means information the government doesn't like. Can be, of course, the truth, often is. And if the government doesn't like that, no matter whether who's in charge, I mean, Trump would have liked to squelch stuff, and Obama likes to squelch stuff with his puppet Biden, as the spokesperson for everything. Although once in a while, obviously, goes off the rails, and Obama's got to be rolling his eyes and going, he did it again. I told him to just read everything I write for him. Come on, cut it out. But I digress. The point is, these social media sites are not going to be around forever. People are going to get fed up. They're going to stop using them. They always claim when they shut somebody off and they censor them and they ban them, that was a mistake, but the mistakes always go only in one direction. If you're going to suggest something, whether it's true or not doesn't matter. It's just whether the government likes it or not. That's a big problem. It's not something we're used to here in the U.S. Of course, they're used to it in North Korea. They're very used to it in China. probably used to it in Russia. But we're not used to this in the U.S., this being shut down, stay at home. We order everything closed like Trump did a year and a half ago. Like, we're not used to that. And now we're not used to big government and big tech teaming up to say, you can't say what you want to say about certain subjects. We just don't like it. We don't agree with it, even if it's the truth. We're not going to allow you to say it. And we're going to tell our partners here in the big tech world to partner with the government. How crazy. And censor people. So, if you're advertising on Facebook, and that's making you tons of money, but that's the only place you're advertising, be careful. That could all come crashing down. Facebook, something could happen, who knows what. Please don't let it happen. I don't want to say I told you so. I want you to spread out and give yourself some security. If you've got something that's working so well with your Google #1 ranking, now is the time to get to work on also doing some whatever else. Facebook ads, sending out postcards, email marketing, whatever it is. Having multiple lines in the water is the way you can make more sure that you're going to catch a fish than just putting one line in the water that might be bitten off, might snag on something, right? So that's the lesson learned on social media Saturday from all the nonsense going on. People aren't going to take it forever. And last I checked, at least, unless I'm wrong on Facebook, like the only way you can see what I say is you choose to. You opt in, you request to connect to me, or you request to be a part of my page or my group, or you request to friend connect with me personally. Like, I can't just spew things out to the public. So I can't say things to my friends and family members who have opted to hear what I want to say. The whole thing is kind of crazy. However, whether it's crazy or not, the fact is that no matter how good you have something, be careful. Spread yourself out to multiple media messaging for your sales, marketing, and advertising. I don't want to say I told you so, but it is going to be happening, and hopefully it doesn't hurt you when these platforms come tumbling down, because you've spread yourself out onto other platforms and other ways. That's the last W in the WOW strategy. Always have multiple ways of doing your advertising, marketing, and sales so you can consistently bring in the bucks to your business, because cash is the lifeblood of a business. Without cash flow, there is nothing. And that'll do it. On that upbeat, positive note, I must be in a negative mood, not only because of the squelching of the First Amendment, but these rain clouds that just will not go away, and they're settling down and covering up the beautiful mountaintops that I normally have a nice view of. Cut that out! Bring back the sun and the heat. 120-degree burning sun on my head. Come on. I thought I was in southern Arizona. Anyway, that'll do it. I'll check in as always on Sunday Funday tomorrow, but I will be back with more business building tips on Direct Mail Monday. Thanks for being here today. I will catch you then. Over and out. Bye-bye.